experience and the dexterity of an extraordinary artisan. The jewel sculptures of Silvano Zanchi are the fruit of artistic creations where technique has an irreplaceable role. A style based on the pride of this artisan in work which is very close to himself. With a profound knowledge of techniques, his art regains full and direct contact with the material. It is the only truly complete way for the artist to give solidity and shape to his ideas. The choice of stones is an essential element in Silvano Zanchi's creations. In fact, it often happens that the artist creates his jewel around the gemstone, making it more precious and exclusive.
I think the choice of stones is purely aesthetic. It often happens by chance. When I look around, perhaps on the shore of a river, I may find a very beautiful stone, which has no value from a gemological point of view, but is extremely special from an aesthetic point of view. With a few small touches, when cut in a certain way, it can become a beautiful stone, and I have great fun constructing a jewel around it. When it is the customer who supplies the stone, however, a particular fusion is created, combinations and forms that the artist would never choose otherwise. In those cases, I am the one to, let's say, harness my technical and aesthetic expertise according to the customer's specific requirements. But in some cases, what at first seems like a sacrifice leads to a special connection, because forms and combinations are chosen which I would never have looked for otherwise. Movement is essential in sculpture as well as in jewels, harmony of shapes and colors, combinations and chromatic contrasts. The artist must be first an artisan, rediscover the essence of his craft, form a closer relationship with the material and its possibilities. He must fully learn the techniques and understand their application. Artistic creation shouldn't just be the fruit of a total expression of the mind. I think the artist should be an artisan first, with an in-depth knowledge of each technique used. Then, on the basis of this knowledge, he should definitely have a taste for aesthetics, a talent for design and observation, taste which only a few people have, maybe just artists. Inspiration does not exist in itself, says Silvano Zanchi. There's a desire to create something, to give life to an idea, to search for materials and shapes. More than inspiration, it is a moment of study, of research. The moment you have a clear idea of how to combine a vision with a particular technique and the real possibility of producing it. The Bible covers in gold and precious stones are a special creation. They reveal the fullness and stylistic originality of the chisel and the embossment, evoking the 1500s and 1600s. The ancient technique is combined with a style which is entirely modern in its iconography, decorative patterns and the contemporary colors of the unusual stones. The actual customer makes particular demands, so I have to respect the iconography and designs suggested by their guidelines. They are quite difficult projects, but they're also inspiring, because they mean I have to dust off the old techniques of embossment and the chisel a little, and apply them as people did in the 1500s and 1600s. Highly original shapes, the interlacements which form them, and surprising balances, the refined synthesis of aesthetics and exquisite technical workmanship. The creations of Silvano Zanchi perfectly represent the marvelous relationship between art, materials and talent, the excellence of artisanship.